Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of the Para Perspective with me, Leah, your host. I am a paraprofessional special ed assistant at the School District of Philadelphia, and this is the Para Perspective, real talk for Paris. In this podcast, we are going to talk about all things Paris. So I am going to give you tips and ideas on how to be wonderful at your job, small group instructions, ideas on how to create interesting lessons, and of course, inspirational thoughts of the day because, we all need our pick me up every once in a while. And I am so excited that you're here. You can always reach out to me at parapowerphilly@gmail.com. We also have a Facebook page called Parapower and our Instagram where we talk about behind the scenes and all the fun stuff about us is at We Parapower. And of course, our YouTube channel, which you're probably listening to, watching if you're nice. And if you want to check it out every once in a while, it is Parapower Philly. So I hope that you enjoy yourself and come away with some things. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. In this episode, I am going to give you your inspirational thought of the day, which is, of course, the letter F. And also, we are going to start our series of how not to be that parrot down the hallway. So, in this episode, I am going to describe what I think of as that para or that educator. And also, of course, small group instruction tip, something that I'm actually going to try myself. And hang on, grab your snacks, grab your drink, grab your coffee, because I surely got mine. My favorite cup, by the way. And let's get to this, guys. All right, guys, let's get it started with today's inspirational thought of the day. Is for fireworks. Light up the skies of your classrooms, add more wonder and wow, more bang and boom. Don't just teach a lesson, create an experience. Always ask, how can I make this lesson come alive? Create a place that a kids can run to get into instead of run to leave. Make school amazing. Now, when we're talking about fireworks, it's a little hard now, isn't it, with the Rona? I don't call it COVID, I call it the Rona. And, especially with online and hybrid learning, it's kind of hard to fireworks in the classroom. So I'm going to try my best to add more fireworks. We can try an I Wonder board where, like I said, you have the freedom right now to kind of do what you want. So go at it. Go do. Let them pick what they want to learn about. I think that'll be a way to add fireworks to the classroom. Let them wonder and go after it and find resources or do a home experiment that's cheap. And, and video it. So, like my blue group, my green reader group, they wanted to know why the sky is blue. So I'm going to film myself doing the experiment in a glass. It's called The Sky in a Jar. And then I'm going to give them the instructions where they can make their own because it's pretty cheap and I'm broke. So we all going to do it cheap together. And I think that's going to be a way to do it because if they want to know the sky is blue and we're going to learn about constellations. And for my second group, they want to learn about the media. And so I'm going to have them do a campaign, a social media campaign on how to spread good cheer or give positive stories. And maybe they'll learn about the school newspaper, well, not the school, the district newspaper that's run by students. And, little stuff, fireworks, make it a place that so we want them to think this is home. This is a home place, a place where they can learn and have their questions answered, where they're not just reading stuff out of a book. A chance to explore. That's what school's supposed to be, a chance to explore and to learn. So that's my fireworks. What is yours? Here is our small group tip of the week. When you work with a group of students on a task, outline what you expect to cover. I still have a problem with that one. And during that session, that's my one goal. That's my goal. I'm going to work on that one very much so. And then during that outline, you're going to say what you expect of your students and what they in turn can expect of you. Now, we talked about keeping small groups on task. And as I said, that is one of my biggest problems because I'm one of the people who, when people say go right, I go left. And you're like, well, Leah, if you do this, how you can't follow directions? How am I supposed to get the kids to follow directions? So we're going to do it together. So what are some of the ways that we can show how to keep our children on task and what we expect them? Number one, I'm going to give myself notes, and I love my Post-it notes. I don't know about you, but I love my Post-it notes and a beep beep timer. And what we're going to do is maybe break the time down, the 45 minutes into sections. And I know that they have to do iReady at least 20 minutes a day. They have to do 90 minutes for reading each week and 90 minutes for math. And sometimes I just let it go to the end, to like Friday. So what I'm going to do, and maybe you should try it, let me know if it happens, works for you, is I'm going to make myself a schedule because I kind of like to let things go where the flow is and let the conversation go, but be flexible. I'm always flexible, too flexible sometimes. So I'm going to make a list of things that we need to cover today. And I'm going to give myself time and them time to go through those steps. They can go in the order they want, but we have to complete these things. And I think that'll be a way to keep our students on task and they know what is expected of me. And I'm going to say, all right, so what y'all going to expect from me today is I'm going to teach you, let's say, one of my groups we're learning about why the sky is blue. The other one is learning about media. So the sky is blue. So what they can expect from me today is to give them the experiment, the hands-on experiment and how to do it on seeing why the sky is blue. From the media, our media, they're going to they should expect questions from me about the video that they have to watch and how I expect them to kind of answer it and be flexible about it. And what that'll do is A, it'll keep me on task, B, it'll keep them on task, and also they'll learn to take responsibility for things they have to do, because a lot of our students are used to people just giving them the answer, or they just wait. They wait long enough, they'll get the answer by giving somebody else will give them the answer. So that's how I plan to work with my two small groups, reading and math. I'm curious to see, please let me know what you're planning to do, because I would love to know. Let a girl know. Now on to the topic we've all been waiting on. How not to be that para at the end of the hall. Hi guys, this series is dedicated to the boys that helped me when I was in 8th grade. So from 8th grade all the way through high school, I had some guys that used to hang out on the corner of Montgomery townhouses. Yes, I am from North Philly. And they let me be a little girl. So they would watch and make sure I got back and forth to school, because I was going down to school in South Philly, St. Nicholas at Tolentine, and then I went over to Dobbins. And, they really looked out for me. And this series, How Not to Be That Parrot Down the Hallway, is dedicated to them. All right. Let's talk about the main topic for the day. Who's that para? I'm going to ask you this question. Are you a spirit killer? You're like, girl, stop playing with me. course, I'm not a spirit killer. I love my kids. I love my babies. I love all kids. Girl, what is you talking about? Let me tell you what I'm talking about. A spirit killer is someone who literally strips the soul out of a child. And you're like, no. That is definitely not me. I'm going to give you some examples of a spirit killer, and you see if you fit into any of these, or you know somebody that do. Because even if you don't fit in them, you know somebody that do. And if you are not speaking up for children, you are just as bad. You're a spirit killer as well. So I'm almost done, by the way. We want to do more than survive. And in the book, it said, what good is an education if it forces me to shed who I am? And I think that a lot of that's how I think about education. I hate school. I really, really hate school. And I always felt that it sucks the life and the creativity out of children, and it turns them into little gray blobs. And it is one of the most soul crushing things I've ever seen. And it's like you take all the good stuff and you just shed it and you just cut it off, and you force them to be like some stupid test that they need to be. I hate it. So we're going to talk about the three types of soul killers. So the first one, number one, before I get started, this ain't all white people. Black and brown people have this issue too. Okay, there are lots of anti-blackness around. It's enough for everybody, and some people are just sipping too much of it. So this goes for our black, our brown, our indigenous, and our Latinx. Yes, they all suffer some anti-blackness, some more than others. So it ain't just white people. Okay? So, number one, the toe dipper. The toe dipper or the surface skimmer. You know that little bug that likes to run across the top of the water? Yeah, that's what I call this one. Because what they do is they bob and weave when it comes to dealing with injustice and talking about it with their students, or, they're quick to bring up Obama and pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, like the opportunities out there. And when it comes down to the nitty gritty of discovering and dismantling systematic racism, Islamophobia, you name it, they're like, nah, that's we don't need to do that. This is school. It's not here. We look at Obama. Look at Dr. King. Look at Stephen Curry. See, they all did that. They succeeded. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Look what they're doing now. See, they overcame everything. They're successful. All you have to do is work hard, and you can get where you need to be. Remember the Nas song, I Can? Yeah, they are embodying that song for you. They're telling you, no, it doesn't matter that you don't have enough textbooks. It doesn't matter if they're out of date. It doesn't matter if the ceiling's falling down. It doesn't matter if there's asbestos in the building. It doesn't matter if there's cops in the building yanking children down the hallway. No. None of that exists. That has nothing to do with us. If you work hard, it's okay. You can go on. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, I call it the ally. Actually, Roland Martin brought it up on Roland Martin Unfiltered. I think he was talking with Jane Elliott one day, and it kind of like stuck in my head. So, the ally, they all lie. So you're like, come on, Leah, stop. I'm like, no, okay. So number one, the ally. They always Black Lives Matter. It's all. Let's dismantle the system. Let's, I'm here for everybody's included. It's everybody. But their action says a whole lot different. Okay? Because, see, their action says, I'm going to call your mama because your homework's not done, even though I know your mama done worked a hard shift. And, she's trying her best and the internet's not doing. Oh, you're going to do this. Oh, you don't want to do your homework. You don't want to do this. Oh, you're not here. You're not wearing the right clothes. I understand that. And it's because of your environment. And I'm here to save you. Because your parents can't do it. They don't know what they're doing. And I know better because I have an education. And I know more. And they're the ones that be on the phone. Hey, I need you to come get this kid out of my classroom. But what's she doing? She's asleep. You got to come get her because she's disturbing my classroom and I'm trying to teach. Yes, those are your allies. They are the ones who say Black Lives Matter. They got the sticker. They got they got the little mask and they got the little fist cup. They got the little black square on the social media when it was time. But honestly, they're kind of okay with the policies that are around because it don't affect them personally. It does not affect their money. It does not affect their family. They might even vote Republican, but they tell you, or Democrats, they're okay because it does not affect them personally. That's for y'all over there. I can be supportive of you as long as it don't touch my money. That is an ally. Okay? Now, child. I call this one the last one, number 3, the responder. The responder is the one that we say Black Lives Matter. They say, yeah, all lives matter. You're like, no, Black Lives Matter. No, all lives matter. Oh, y'all like, yes, this is the most, I've heard of these people. Yes, oh my God, yeah, these are the ones that'll call. It don't matter what the situation is, the black child's always wrong. It doesn't matter what the situation is, the one that is struggling with their sexual identity, that's the one that's wrong. The Islamic child, the one who studied the Muslim child's wrong. It doesn't matter. They're wrong. If you're poor, you deserve it. Because that's what you do. That's all that's all you're going to ever be. I don't know why I got to do this lesson. Because they ain't going to learn anyway. Look at their stupid test scores. It shows how stupid they are. And I'm still sitting here trying to teach the same things to the same children. And they ain't learning. I've been here long enough where I've seen their parents and their grandparents. And they're still in the same place. We all know that person. We look at them. We roll eyes. We don't be near them. But we don't check them. The one who can spout every black on black crime. You say this child got, Tamir Rice, okay, got killed by the police, 2 seconds. What they say? Why was he playing with a gun? It was a toy gun. Oh, well, he should have been playing with the gun. Or Trayvon Martin, or we can even make it very simple. If you have a child that is having a really bad day, and instead of asking what's going on, taking a minute to talk to them, see what's going on. Hello, you guys to come get this child. I need him out of my classroom. I need her out of my classroom. She is being disruptive and I am trying to teach. I already got to teach these kids and I don't have the time for this. That is a responder. The one who dumbs down the work because they don't think the child can do it. That dumbs it down and has an attitude about it. And thinks that they should be grateful. The children should be grateful for their substandard teaching. That is a responder. Now, we're going to sit in that for a little bit, okay? So, that are my 3 definitions of spirit killers. Do you recognize any of these people? Are you one of these people? And if you are, and you recognize these people, your next question to be is, how can I change? What can I do differently? So, the next 5 episodes will be about how we can change this. How can we be abolitionist paraeducators? How can we be abolitionists? How can we teach our children and educate our children the right way? Till next time, y'all. Here is a bonus that I wanted to leave you with. A is for activism. Activism, because education our passion and our students are worth the battle.